Hello, beautiful people. This video is going to be about the sufferings, how we can alchemize it, okay? And we are just going to talk about a little bit about human psychology, just a little bit about human psychology, okay? I have seen so many people who have, you know, keep record of their sufferings and are like, this happened to me and that happened to me, and they are they are eventually going to repeat those sufferings or those patterns again and again and again, because believe me, I have seen it so many times. I have read it in so many, you can say, research papers. Okay, there are like a pattern of people that they tend to repeat, who have suffered a lot. Okay, they are suffering because of their actions, and those people who keep their sufferings as something that are really meaningful to them, they tend to repeat those patterns because they have made their identity around those sufferings. Okay, now if they are not experiencing anything like that, they feel hollow. Okay, they feel like they don't have anything meaningful because their sufferings give them a meaning. Okay, and this is the difference between someone who alchemize their suffering or someone who just keep repeating them. Because someone who is alchemizing their suffering, they are going to learn from the lessons, they are going to see what are their patterns that they are repeating, that are just keeping them in circle again and again and again. Because most of our life lessons that we learn is when we stop repeating the situation again and again, when we stop reacting to something that we used to react, and now we are like calm and composed. Okay, now we are not acting that we used to act like. Okay, and when we just, someone told me that I have a great mindset. Okay, and that day I realized that why I have a great mindset, because a price had been paid to be like who I am today. Okay, I have paid the price, I have gone through the things, I have had the sufferings of my own. And I'm not saying that you should suffer intentionally, there is nothing heroic about it. Okay, if you have a nice life, have a nice life. Don't go and be like, I have to suffer in order to be a great person. You can still be a great person. Okay, but we are talking about those who have sufferings in their life or who have suffered in the past. Okay, so I really acknowledge the fact that day that the the person that I have become like this because of all the things that I had gone through. And believe me, all of the things, not a single one. I am really not just ignoring any of it. Okay, if anything, if I change anything about my past, it would be nothing, because I really don't regret about anything, unless, because everything that I have gone through made me someone who I admire. Okay, I really love myself at this point of time, because I really learned that this is not something that I want through my sufferings. This is not the type of person that I need. This is not the type of situation that I want myself to be um, in future. Okay, there are some things that I don't tolerate. There are some things that I tolerate. Okay, these are the things that I learned from my sufferings, and these are kind of things that you can learn. Okay, because sufferings are a part of life, are really a part of life. Okay, but if there is a book called Man Search for Meaning by Victor E. Franklin, maybe, if I remember the author correctly. In that, experienced the concentration camps. Okay, he was victim of concentration camps, so he recorded his experience in that book. And he said that when men lose their future vision, like what they have to look forward after when they get released from the concentration camp, they tend to die faster. Okay, they tend to die faster when they don't see any meaning of their life, when they don't see any product of the suffering. Okay, that's why I would really have to see like there is something out for us. There is something there. We have to figure out what we want to do in our life, and believe me, everything that you are going through right now is going to shape you into something that you want. So don't lose your hope, and thanks for watching this video.